Hi, I'm Stella Drozdowis with Team 14, and this is USwap. USwap is our on-campus authenticated resale clothing app, bringing the convenience and affordability of other second-hand online clothing marketplaces while eliminating the hassle of shipping. It's an app where you can rent or sell your clothing to other U of M students, and you don't have to bother with shipping. And we have a lower percentage that we take off each sale, so it's easier to use and cheaper to use than other common resale sites. Customers are able to find on-trend clothing at a reasonable price, benefiting students in multiple ways. First, we mentioned we're eliminating a lot of those shipping costs because you don't have to take the time to go to a store and ship your item, and you don't have to pay for shipping fees, which a lot, at least Poshmark and Depop, do. Then we're promoting sustainability on campus, which was one of our original goals, but we decided to pivot away from necessarily pitching the sustainability piece, and now we're pitching the convenience piece while still being sustainable. This means we are repurposing clothing, which is a sustainable action, and we're keeping delivery trucks off the road because we're doing the swaps of the clothing in person. They are reliable and authenticated buyers through your UMISH email, and it's quick and easy swaps through rentals and purchases. So getting into our revenue potential, our business earns revenue through a 7% commission on each transaction. This is lower than our competitors and encourages students' adoption and retention. Our total addressable market for now is the entire U of M campus, which is 51,000 students, which is an estimated $10.2 million in total resale if each student has an annual transaction of around $200. The serviceable addressable market is focused on the 35,000 undergraduates. If 60% shop secondhand, that equals $4.1 million in potential resale volume each year. Our initial target market is the 7,000 female students in Greek life. Capturing 30%, which is our estimated retention, within 1 year would be a $420,000 GMV. At a 7% commission, we would have almost $30,000 in revenue within our first year. Our growth potential would be expanding to at least 30% of all undergraduates, which would equal a $2 million GMV, and annual revenue would raise to $145,000. And within our long-term scalability, we plan to grow to other college campuses, first schools most similar to Michigan, like Ohio State or Wisconsin, and then we would grow to bigger schools, or schools without similarity to Michigan, which would take increased expertise in that area. Diving into our operation plan, our COGS, our seller listed price plus the 7% commission, our operating expenses are bringing in some kind of app development team, backend, hosting, legal, marketing, all those things. Specifically, we don't currently have expertise within the app development space, so we would have to pay a lot of money to make sure that is refined as we can. Our marketing and outreach, we'll dive into this a little bit more later, but we want to dive in on social media and then word of mouth. We also, as we grow, want to hold in-person events, which people are able to engage with our brand and see a little bit more of what our app has to offer in person. And then some scenario testing. Our model is different adoption rates. We're not totally sure of what those will be yet, but we're going to adjust the average transaction size and compare high and low marketing costs to test different versions of profitability. Design and development costs, we are expecting to spend about $10,000 on the very original basis, lowest version of our app. And then from there, we want to build within a price range of approximately $5,000 more to really refine our app. Then data verification. So average clothing that a student, we're trying to find the average of what students might actually spend on our app and student participation rates. We're doing this with various customer discovery surveys with open-ended questions that we're still sending out now, and then doing kind of a sensitivity analysis to isolate the adoption rate and gauge total revenue impact, and testing different commission rate changes. Can we charge 9%? Are they only going to accept if it's 6%, to kind of see how we need to adjust our business model depending on customer feedback. And then going into customer acquisition, because we have this hyper-local focus, we are able to build instant trust and convenience, solving the shipping and authentication issues that plague more national apps. We have affordable and transparent pricing that goes the 7% on all transactions. We have built-in community advantages as we tap into different markets. We have targeted campus marketing using kind of influencer and local partnerships. We have sustainable brand positioning and risk mitigation through data and testing, which would include kind of having that U of M authentication. So thank you for listening, and please adopt USwap.